Hi guys, so today I am going to be showing you around the dry diving area because lots of people never actually know that 60% of my training is done in the dry land in what we like to call the dry dive, which is basically like an adult playground. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of what it's like to be able to train as a diver in a dry dive. So what you can see behind me just, oh, it's really confusing to do. There, those two somersault blocks are what we use to practice our platform takeoffs and land back on the mat. So here are a few slow-mo shots of me doing somersaults from the somersault block onto the crash mat. This behind me is a pit. So what we do here is we practice our takeoffs on the springboard into the big foam pit. You can't land on your head still, but it does hurt a lot less no matter how you're landing. So it's a good way to practice your dives before you go into the pool. The other good use of a pit is for nap time. So all the divers in between training sessions, we go in the pit and take naps. There's Georgia! So what we also do when we're doing our diving is we have to try and analyse what we're doing. So we don't just do it loads of times and our coach tells us what to do. We actually have to look at our mistakes and see what we're doing wrong. So you can see behind me there's like a little black dot. That is actually a camera that is on a delay, so that once we do our little shindig, so I'm gonna be like hello, and then on here you'll be able to see me say hello to you on a little bit of a delay. So that's one of the tools that we use in here to be able to look back at our training and see what we've done right and what we've done wrong. Lots of our training is actually gymnastics based. So behind me you can see the trampolines. So we do quite a lot of stuff on there, practicing our diving takeoffs, our movements, to practice all the aerial things before we head into the pool. And one thing I can do on a trampoline is a pretty cool party trick, and I'll show you now. And behind me here are our dry boards. So we have 3 to practice being able to do synchro stuff. And it's basically to practice hurdle steps and practice springboard takeoffs to land on the mat. Again, you can't really land on your head, but it's a good way to practice our takeoffs instead of having to get wet and in and out of the pool all the time. Another thing that we quite often use are the wall bars. These are mainly for core exercises and for strength, to be able to make sure you can lift your legs up as quickly as you can. So I'm going to, if I can stay in focus, I'm going to show you a few of the exercises that we do. One thing that we also use is a ballet bar to practice all of our stretching, for example, just even getting your legs up to be able to stretch your hip and your hamstrings and all that kind of stuff. And we also do lots of ballet things, so like lifting up on toes and all that kind of stuff. So it's all good practice for going into the pool a little bit later on. One other piece of kit that's quite cool in here is the sprung floor, and what we use this for is for lots of gymnastic movements, to be able to give you a little bit of extra ping, to be able to practice moving really quickly. So I'm going to show you one of the things that I can do, although I'm no gymnast, I'll tell you that. When I first started diving, I had no idea how to do this, so give me a little bit of a break, any gymnasts out there. And last but no means least, we have our weights area where we do lots of our strength and conditioning. We've got dumbbells, we've got a squat rack, we've got all sorts of contraptions that we do all our exercises on. So yeah, it's pretty intense, our workout sometimes. So I hope you enjoyed that quick tour and a little insight into what divers do in their training, not just in the pool but also in the dry dive. So make sure you subscribe for more videos on my channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'm gonna see you out with a backflip on a trampoline. Bye.